What is up? What is up, YouTube? What's going on, man? Hey, let me know if y'all heard this one right here. Yeah. I try to play the songs according to how I'm feeling and stuff. Check this out, man. Hit that subscribe button, hit that bell.
They hate cause they can't create, only imitate. They watch from the bleachers while you levitate and smile in your face, but deep down it's venom. In every L they pray, but deep down you win them. Now check it. Now you got them pacing in their mama's crib. Imagine moving smart while they barely live. It's easier to talk than it is to grind. So they type in all caps trying to block your shine. They hate what they can't touch, can't control. You the glitch in their system breaking all the mode. You moving chess, they still stuck in checkers. Wasting all their energy just being crazy hecklers. Don't tell a hater what you about to do. Just pull up clean like a sky in view. Whole plan, stitch, product finish tight. Let them see you glow without them in your light. Put it in their face, but don't even speak. Let your moves talk louder while moving your feet.
Drop your heat on the platform where they screw. Let them watch your wins while you reach your goal.
Don't fight them out, write them out, work them in silence. Let success be the storm. Not the silence, stay on track, don't fold to the noise. Use hate like a beat, now go flex with noise. Can't show, they can only speak. They can only hope cause their actions weak. They know it's weak, so they lie on your name. Try to dim your spot cause they lack your flame. Don't give them power, they don't have skills. That's wasted energy that you can use to build. Listen to God, let his plans unfold. Then the problem solved and the truth get told.
Lead guitar solo. Yeah. Yeah, the haters can keep on hating because y'all know, check this out, haters. They got to pay attention. Haters, you got to pay attention. That way you can be a professional hater, right? Y'all know this is coming off my own YouTube. This is my own website that I built. Every member, yeah, Uncle Mike we about to do some things, man. Just letting y'all know. It's free to register. And every member can actually upload a picture and bio and everything, upload their music and all that type of stuff. See, I'm helping to market and promote other big homie. Somebody just registered and he uploading his music and stuff. And they say, you know, we're going to turn it into a contest and everything. But y'all ain't come here for that. Y'all came for this bull, this drama. Check this out, man. Hey, Diddy makes huge mistake. Disturbing plea could make judge double down on his. Man, they saying that Trump is trying to give him the max. I don't know where y'all getting this stuff from. Don't know where y'all getting it from, man. But this what Diddy needs to do. Diddy needs to just sit down. Stop trying to get out of jail. Do your time. You court, do your time, bruh. Sit back and don't say nothing. Just do your time, man. You're gonna do at least 3 more years, dog. They're gonna take away one, take away another one for good behavior, all this bull. See all this United States bull. It's too much gray area in the United States bullshit. Where my man at? We might as well start off with my man. We might as well start off with him, man. Yeah.
A bullshit?
Uh-huh.
A bullshit? A bullshit.
Yes.
A bullshit.
That's the United States. If you give the person how many years they need to stay in jail, that's how long they need to stay. Period. All this good behavior and all this other
Diddy
stuff.
now wants to be a domestic violence advocate when he gets out of jail.
Man, y'all hit that subscribe button, hit that bell, man. Let's get into this garbage. That should be a hell no right off the break. You done abused this girl. You done abused all these. What? Only in America. Now I wanna teach and help people so this won't happen to them. Get out of here,
Diddy
man.
now wants to be a domestic violence advocate when he gets out of jail. Diddy's lawyer, Alex Shapiro, is one of Diddy's many lawyers that have been doing interviews all of a sudden talking about Diddy's sentencing, his potential pardon, and so on and so far, which I'm pretty sure is PR. She said Diddy is really wanting to be an advocate for domestic violence abusers. But the most important thing that she said is that they're going to put it in Diddy's sentencing hearing motions to argue on his sentencing. Cassie first came out with his lawsuit that Diddy settled in 24 hours. He was saying that even though he settled, none of her claims were true until the Intercontinental Hotel video came out months later on CNN. I'm sure you guys all remember that's when we got that sorry excuse for an apology video. He didn't even say sorry to Cassie directly. He was only saying sorry to the public. Diddy's whole argument, even during his trial and in sentencing to get a lighter sentence, is that this domestic violence happened a long time ago and that he's a changed person. And this same argument should be thrown back at Diddy and his lawyers, because if you're claiming all of this happened years ago and that you've been a changed person, why are you just now, during sentencing, wanting to be a DB advocate? A few people that are claiming that they were involved in violence by the hands of Diddy are actually speaking out after his lawyer gave this interview. Some of these people saying things like, how are you even going to counsel other people when you've never put in the work yourself? Now,
Dude, because you said something that stupid. Come on now. Come on now. Why do we gotta entertain this stuff? Diddy. I stopped it because I was gonna say something, man, but this is sad, young. This gotta, dude. Here we go, man. Here we go. Here we go.
sentencing, wanting to be a DB advocate. A few people that are claiming that they were involved in violence by the hands of Diddy are actually speaking out after his lawyer gave this interview. Some of these people saying things like, how are you even going to counsel other people when you've never put in the work yourself? Another person stating, Diddy is making a mockery of the system, and he's making a mockery of all of the people that he's abused. He needs intervention himself. The fact that Diddy's lawyers are really going to argue this in his sentencing motion, in my opinion, is not the greatest idea, because the judge already said, I am denying Diddy's bail because of his violence. Judge even brought up, Diddy, when you knew you were under investigation, you were still participating in violence in 2024 with Jane. Another thing that Diddy is going to try to use in sentencing is letters from friends and family. Diddy's lead attorney, Mark Agnifilo, has stated that his friends and family have submitted letters on behalf of trying to get a lighter sentence for Diddy. Based off the way the judge is ruling on some certain things recently, I'm sure that we are going to know exactly who these people are or what their letters say when they submit these letters in the court docket. No, Judge Subramanian has just said recently to the government that he basically wants them to stop making certain information that they're putting on the docket now redacted. Because he said the party should not expect any submissions made in connection with the upcoming sentencing will be sealed. Everything should be filed on the public docket. We know these will probably be the same type of letters that Gina Huynh submitted for Diddy trying to get him out on bail, but obviously that didn't work because the judge said, no, I already told him once that I cannot let him out on bail because there is evidence of violence and coercion in this case. What I found very interesting is Tasha K came out with her own allegations about the time when she sat down with Gina Huynh in 2019. Tasha K came out and said that the reason why Gina Huynh wanted to do the interview with her in 2019, where we heard Gina Huynh saying that she was abused by Diddy multiple times, was because Gina got cut off her payroll. Tasha K said that Gina told her that she got cut off the payroll and Diddy put Lori Harvey in her place. So Gina wanted to expose Diddy. And after she did that interview, the next day, Diddy would try to make it right with her and he put her back on payroll and then they were fine. What Tasha K alleged next was even crazier. Tasha K said that right after Cassie Ventura's lawsuit dropped, Gina Huynh called her again and said that I want to do another interview with her, but she kept pressing her saying, but you have to pay me for it. I need money. Tasha K said, I never pay for interviews. She said I didn't even pay her for the last one. So it was coming off really weird to me and I didn't understand it. Tasha K even alleged that Diddy knew when he was being investigated by the feds after Cassie Ventura's lawsuit dropped because some of the people that would tell him was people like Gina. We know that Gina Huynh was victim number 3 in Diddy's criminal case. Tasha K said because of all of this, she feels like Gina Huynh only reached out to her begging her to do an interview, but to pay her because they wanted to set it up like Gina got paid to lie on Diddy. I do have to say the timeline of what Tasha K is alleging is pretty crazy because if you go back to the blogs, they were catching Diddy refollowing Gina Huynh on December 18th of 2023. That was literally just a couple weeks after Cassie dropped her lawsuit. And all these blogs were talking about how Gina had Diddy blocked since 2022 after that big dispute with her in Young Miami. Like I said, the internet lasts forever because here's Gina Huynh talking about how she blocked Diddy after the altercation with her in Young Miami. Now, Tasha K said that she told Gina during that phone call something just doesn't feel right. She was not going to pay her any money, but if she wanted to do an interview, she would fly her out. She would pay for her travel. And Gina allegedly told Tasha K, no, I'm already in Miami. Let's just meet up. Tasha K said at that time, she was like, wait, Gina, the only thing that would make sense for you to already be in Miami is if you're with Diddy. And there's another thing to kind of go with what Tasha K is alleging, because in Jane's testimony against Diddy in trial, she said that she wanted to break up with Diddy because Diddy was messing with Gina Huynh. Jane testified that this argument that she had with Diddy wanting to break up with him over him messing with Gina happened after the video was released that Cassie talked about in her lawsuit. So yes, the mess isn't even close to being over when it involves Diddy, but I can't say that I'm surprised. But y'all let me know what you guys think about all this in the comments.
There should be a ruling. You abuse people, then you want to turn around and help people. No, dude. In fact, for you saying something so stupid, you should get more time. How in the world you gonna sit here and say you want to help people with domestic violence and you the one dishing it out? What is wrong with you, fool? Diddy gets very bad news after settlement. Hey, let's check this out right here, man. We got another one coming in, and from now I'm gonna pull both of them up and then get started. Check this out.
Guys, it's your favorite federal informant. Listen, you guys, I am on vacation, but I wanted to pop in and talk about this thing that's going on. I know you guys heard about it. A lot of people have questions. I wanted to come and address it. If you guys don't know, Diddy told the defense and
Nah, that ain't what I'm trying to do, man. My bad, y'all. Let's back up.
Diddy now wants to be a domestic violence advocate when he
Today
Diddy wants to be a domestic violence advocate. There's no way in the world, young. Just you saying that. Because you said that, man, I would give you more time. Uncle Mike for president, y'all. I'm trying to tell y'all. Look here, man. I think I'm gonna shut this thing down, man. I'm mad. I'm pissed off, man. I'm pissed off. Diddy. Wait a minute, y'all. I had one I wanted to show y'all, man. God, it's so much info, man. God dang it. Look, Uncle Mike. Uncle Mike, y'all know the album is out on YouTube if y'all got that. Oh my God. Anyway, look. Oh, what about this right here, man? Y'all seen this right here?
Hello there, I'm David Pilgrim. Thanks for streaming with us. Week 3 of testimony in the Sean Diddy Combs trial, starting with the music mogul's former assistant, Capricorn Clark, taking the stand.
Why would we need a 50-foot bed?
I mean, TD Jakes ain't small. I'm just saying. If it's a group thing, it's a group.
Jaguar Wright is coming back in the scenes, man. She's starting to drop more and more videos, so her name will be in the algorithm quick, fast, and in a hurry. So she's coming back. Meek Mills, I don't know, he done took a back seat so far back. He said, well, look, man, I'm just going to chill out, man, because they don't nobody believe what I'm saying anyway. Yeah, so Diddy is going to do some time, man, and I think that they've taken the gloves off the judge to really hand him down the hammer. I don't know where y'all was getting this from the first place that Trump is going to give Diddy a pardon. I'm still trying to figure out why would you think Diddy would get a pardon from Trump. I'm still trying to figure that part out. I really think that I think the world and the people are done with this Diddy trial. They're trying to go back to this Epstein files. People, Trump is not going to snitch on himself. People, Trump is not going to snitch on himself. Trump lied to get in office to say he's going to reveal these files. His thing, you know good and well, Trump been over there to that island, getting his little freaky deek on. You know damn well he don't want his wife to know that he was over there, getting his little freaky deek on. Come on, y'all. Come on, these rich millionaires. He talking about grabbing them by the whatever he said. Oh, that's just locker talk. That's locker room talk. Okay, now what else you talk about when you're in the locker room? Come on, Trump. Come on, y'all. Y'all know good and well. Anyway, hit that subscribe button. Hit that bell, man. Sometimes Uncle Mike, I'm just pissed off over this. Uncle Mike for president. If I was the president, for saying lies out your mouth would be a punishment. And for saying stupid things out your mouth would be a punishment. Like I want to be an advocate for domestic violence. You've been beating up on girls almost for 30 years. When you was at Howard University, you was hitting girls. Oh my God, boy, you pissed me off.
You gotta think about, you got Rick Ross, you got Khaled, we talk about heavy hitters.
They have found Sean Combs not guilty of leading a criminal enterprise, not guilty of racketeering conspiracy. They will now move to the other 4 counts, 2 of them on and on, and we have not guilty now on count 2, which was trafficking of Cassandra Ventura. Sean Combs has been found not guilty of trafficking when it comes to his former girlfriend, Cassie Ventura.
Gay in Hollywood, you never expected. They be having these big ass mansion parties, and the mansion party, the whole mansion is a party, and then it's a separate party in the little rooms. I ain't been famous that goddamn long. I'm excited in a at the mansion party. You be looking in all the goddamn rooms, and you around and look in the wrong room. Come here. Is that kissing? Is one of the Professor Obi?
This Diddy trial has escalated into a full-fledged media frenzy and is no longer only a celebrity case. What began with a single lady, Cassie, courageously exposing her traumatic experience has now grown into something far more than anybody could have predicted. This isn't your normal rumor from Hollywood. We're talking about names that will blow your mind. leaked recordings, and courtroom drama. The tale first seemed to be centered on Cassie and the horrible things she claims Diddy did, including strange parties and complete control over her life. However, it has now taken a drastic turn. According to insiders, the trial has entered a risky area. These are allegedly heated graphic audio recordings, not just ordinary phone conversations with Diddy, Will Smith, and even Meek Mill referenced. And this stuff, the court is available.
What kind of dude? Come on, man. I don't know. Diddy is in my aura. But why are they dressed alike? Young, I couldn't understand
Allegedly
that.
heated graphic audio recordings, not just ordinary phone conversations with Diddy, Will Smith, and even Meek Mill.
That is not gangster, young. That's not gangster. I don't know what. Maybe it's a rich. It must be a rich thing. The more money you get, the more stupider you. Yo, man, man, I can't dress like you. I don't even want to dress like my girlfriend. Not alone a dude. I don't understand what. Hey, it's all about money, man. We getting this money. We getting this money, Playboy. We getting this money, Playboy.
Referenced. And this stuff, the court is available for play. That hotel footage was the beginning of it all. A few days ago, just grainy video, no sound. That was considered to be it. However, the courtroom heard something even more serious. Actual audio behind closed doors. Cell phones were prohibited, not a recording, nothing but quiet. The whole room froze. According to one witness, since the footage was so explicit and unsettling,
she testified she was held against her will twice, at one point alleging she was forced from her apartment and into a car to take Combs and one of his bodyguards to the home of rapper Kid Cudi to, quote, kill him. Cudi was dating his ex, Cassie Ventura, at the time. Clark also claimed Combs threatened to kill Ventura if she didn't convince Kid Cudi not to tell police that Combs was allegedly involved with a break-in at his house. Clark also telling the jury that a large man repeatedly administered lie detector tests to her on suspicion that she stole jewelry loaned to Combs. She testified that this man said if she flunked the test, they're going to throw you in the East River.
The judge ruled detention is mandatory with a Mann Act conviction, and there was no, there was limited exceptions there. Why exactly is he not out on bail, I guess, in layman's terms?
Under the statute in federal court, when you're convicted of certain types of offenses, detention is automatic. The defendant in this particular case was already detained, so it's a heavy burden for their defense to show that, well, judge, he should be released despite the statute because these are the extraordinary and compelling circumstances that should allow his release and show that he's not a danger to community, he's not a flight risk, and he'll abide by all the terms and conditions of release. The judge apparently didn't think that the defense has met that burden, which is, as I said, a pretty high burden.
How big of a loss is this for the government? I mean, you're talking about major charges, racketeering, conspiracy. You have prosecuted these at this level, Joel. How big of a loss for them to put this case up and then for them to lose on the three most serious charges?
I don't like to say loss, wins and losses because it's the system. The jury system spoke. I will say there's disappointments, and I'm sure the prosecution in this particular case is disappointed. They had a lot of witnesses. They had to deal with a lot of victims that said this happened. But it went to the jury, and the jury is a system, and that's what we have to have faith in. And they spoke, and that's the decision that is there. So I'm sure the prosecution's disappointed in it. But he's still convicted of 2 felonies.
We heard last night there were some jury members with unpersuadable views on this case. We know last night that racketeering, they were, that was not decided last night. What happened in the 1 hour this morning when they all got together and deliberated? Because it only took an hour.
I wish I knew. If I did, I'd be hired as a jury consultant. But that's a difficult time. I mean, from the prosecution and the defense, you don't know what's happening because we don't have access to what's happening in the jury room. And you have 12 different people from all different parts of, cross-section community debating about how they see the evidence and view it. And they came back and told the court that, well, we can't reach an agreement. And then at that point in time, the court could have given what's called an Allen charge. My understanding, they gave a partial Allen charge. And the Allen charge is kind of dreaded by some people, especially defense, because some people view that it forces the jury to make a decision. But it's not really the case. It's been tried and tested in the appellate courts, and the court goes through and reads it specifically and says, listen, jury, you're in the best position to decide this case. You've heard it for this many days or weeks or months. No one else is going to do a better job than you are right here. So I'm instructing you to go back and take a look at your viewpoints, take a look at, discuss it amongst the other jurors, apply the law that I give you, and see what happens. It's my understanding in this case they give a partial Allen charge, and the jury went back and listened to the judge and came back.
Following the playback of the recording, the court released a fresh list of witnesses, this time including persons who were formerly close to Diddy, such as former employees, partygoers, and artists, rather than just random individuals seeking notoriety. Those who were present, those who saw events. Some of them are now at last prepared to speak out while being protected by the law. Dawn Richards is one of them. You may recognize her from the girl group Diddy used to manage, Danity Kane. She seemed exhausted as she exited the courtroom after testifying. According to sources, she supported Cassie's assertions. She said that since supper wasn't ready on time, she once saw Diddy beating Cassie. He reportedly instructed Dawn and her bandmate to keep quiet the next day.
In 2009, did you observe an incident between Puff and Cassie? Yes, she was attacked by Sean and kicked. Did you see more violence by him against Cassie? Often. The government then shows Dawn Richard a picture of Diddy Dirty Money. When were you a member of this group? 2009 to 2011. The incident in 2009 when Sean Combs Cassie, where was it? In Sean Combs' LA home. We were recording. What did he do? He was saying, "Where the F is my food?" He grabbed a black skillet with eggs and tried to hit her over the head. Cassie dropped to the ground. What did she do? She was in a fetal position. Then what? Sean Combs was kicking her in the head and the body and then dragged her up to the first floor. Glass was breaking and yelling. I was scared for her and for me too. Did you intervene? No. Did you call the police? No. The next day, what happened? He said it had been passionate and she was okay, and that it would be better if we didn't talk, that people could end up missing. How did you understand that? Death. Diddy's team then yells objection. Then the judge calls a sidebar and ends her testimony for the day. But Dawn Richard will be back on Monday to give the rest of her full testimony against Diddy. Right before they brought Dawn Richard in, they actually had a Homeland Security agent testify against Diddy about when they came and arrested him to take him to jail. So let's go ahead and get into that. The government asked, when Sean Combs was arrested, where did you go? The Park Hyatt Hotel, room 2115, where he was staying. They show a picture to the jury of his hotel suite. And what did you do? We assigned a letter to each room and began to search. What was your role? I took photographs of items and then signed them on the 6051 form. What was found in the closet? They then show a picture to the jury, and it was plastic bags full of Johnson & Johnson baby oil and Astroglide bottles.
Guys, it's getting real out here. Allegedly, Diddy is facing RICO charges.
Sean Carter is worse.
Oh man. Puff was the first one that came through and made us feel like, it was us.
Then there was a single moment that spoke 1,000 words. Diddy's daughters left the courtroom, mute and pallid. Nothing. I didn't even look at the cameras. People claim that this occurred immediately after the playback of that music. Everything seemed considerably heavier after their response.
You guys really sit through that whole case and kept your spirits high. I really like that for y'all. That look great. Keep your spirits up, y'all.
Diddy's trial. This Diddy situation is getting nastier and nastier and nastier. Rob, before I read this, is there anything you have? Obviously, the only thing we can see is paintings and drawings and all this other stuff.
And that artist should never, ever hold a paintbrush or a drawing pencil. That artist, in the case, is horrible. And we'll show. Go ahead.
Yeah, let me just. So Cassie Ventura testified Sean Diddy Combs controlled freak-off sessions, directing her to have male escorts, stating sometimes Sean and the escort would have intercourse with me. It was just like a lot happening at once, and specifying that escorts would ejaculate usually when it was okay for them. Per Sean, often, this is a New York Post story, folks, so earmuffs. Often on, if you got kids, just don't, I'm going to read this next part. I should have given you a warning. But if you got kids, pause the video and then continue. Often on her body, after which, are we really reading this? Urinating on her? Saying sometimes Sean, he himself, or the escort would urinate on me, including an overwhelming incident where she choked because too much urine was in her mouth. What?
Yep.
Ventura detailed the degrading nature of these drug-fueled freak-offs, noting she was high on ecstasy and MDMA, feeling sick almost every time, yet Combs would push her to continue, saying, continue on with the intercourse, even if I felt like vomiting, or if I was vomiting. She described the session where a blow-up pool filled with baby oil applied every 5 minutes to keep participants glistening, and revealed Combs once left the freak-off to comfort rival Suge Knight. What?
Yeah. No, to confront Suge Knight, not comfort.
To confront Suge Knight.
Hey, Suge, come here, let me get real comfortable with you, baby.
Please don't do anything stupid.
Then clearly Will Smith's name was called. Not only rumors, but linked to the real court recordings. The internet exploded as quickly as it did. People began rewatching previous interviews, exposing embarrassing moments between Diddy and Will, and even bringing up a joke made by comedian Luenell about them being more than just buddies. Later on, Jaguar Wright came out and discussed this.
What you're saying reaches the ears of Will Smith, and he needs to get these. If there's smoke, there's fire, let me grab a fan.
Number one, as far as Will Smith is concerned, until he does right by all of those children that were harmed and corrupted while in his care, children that grew up to be men, boys like Bashir Gray, August Alsina, your own son. Like, your own son. Do people forget about that voice clip that I played from Brother Belial?
Hey.
Has anybody seen Belial?
Come on.
I asked him. Didn't I ask for him last year?
Come on.
Where's Belial? Is he missing with Cuba? Have they all moved to Bali with Russell Simmons and Kevin Liles?
I would always say it is interesting when you speak on, Jaden Smith, and you see the hug with with
Bieber.
Justin Bieber, and then for Bashir, you see him all of a sudden fighting over Sydney Starr with Eddie Winslow. It does question what happens in the entertainment industry that makes someone go into just being very close with men on men contact. It's interesting, I'll say the least.
You want to know the thing that bothers me most about Bashir Gray? I actually think he's doing all of this so they'll take him back in the club. And they're not. They're gonna keep gaslighting you and playing with you, promising you one thing or another.
It's so difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life. But sometimes you gotta do that. I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable.
I'm glad you think so. You make no excuses. You don't want see, if you would have stuck to these things right here, you would have been home by now. Yana, yeah, you're right, Yana. You would have been home by now. I take full responsibility. I give up this, I give up that. Yeah, you're right. I was an ugly person. Yeah, I'm sorry, Your Honor, but nah, you want to play trickery and all this other bull. That's why the judge is sticking it to you. Sticking it to you hard, cousin. Still in jail. Because you refuse to say you done did that. That was the worst thing you could have ever done for yourself, because you hurried up and put that apology video out there to try to save face of the man that's doing all this stuff. You tried to save face. That's why you put that video out there. And that's what the judge believed. The judge remind me of Judge Judy and Judge Judy, man. Judge Judy don't play. Uncle Mike don't play, and this judge right here, he don't play. You want to go home, don't you? This is what the judge said to him. You want to go home, don't you? Yes, sir, Your Honor, I do want to go home. Why would you ask that man that? You know good and well. Who don't want to go home? Who the hell don't want to go home? Oh my God, boy. Well, sometimes you got to do that.
I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video. I'm disgusted. I was disgusted then when I did it. I'm disgusted now. I went and I sought out professional help. I had to go into therapy and go into rehab. Had to ask God for His mercy and grace. I'm so sorry. But I'm committed to be a better man each and every day. I'm not asking for forgiveness. I'm truly sorry.
Do you think the person that the you of then was on a path of self-destruction?
Oh, for sure. Yeah, I would have, for sure, 100%. Yeah. It would have been no bueno. It was bad. I don't know if I'd be alive, for sure. It was dark. So I'm very, very grateful to have influences in my life that have played a huge part in me seeing their relationship with Jesus and their relationship with their wives and their relationship with their kids and saying that's what I want. But I want to definitely tell my story so that if that resonates to anybody, that they can hopefully learn from it.
He said that the Smiths are aware that he is speaking the truth, which is why he has never been sued. This was further supported by Lunell, who said that Will and Dwayne Martin were closer than most people realized.
Jada was the woman that everybody wanted, and Will needed that validation to have that type of woman.
You saw her say that Will Smith had...
I am saying to you, if a woman is used to something the size of a baby leg, and you come in with a pinky toe, there's nothing you can do to please her. You can buy her 80 cars, you can get her 80 private jets. If she's itching for that baby leg, she want that baby leg. You can beat a person so much that they fall into submission.
And who needs enemies when they got friends like you?
Oh, I could tell you what goes on the inside. Everybody else is just speculation.
Somebody told me I made my pictures in the book. You know, your pictures in the book and your name is in the book. So it's like you're doing some real elegant things. I'm blowing you up. I love that. I'm blowing you up.
This is what Jada makes the new people do. And I ain't gonna say new. They probably been there after myself, right? They will make you check into a rehab. And they'll pay for the rehab. Even though you're not on drugs, they're gonna pay for the rehab. And you have to go if you want to work with them. And then I saw sexual acts that when I walked in on.
Who'd you walk in on?
Him and Dwayne Martin.
Okay.
Hollywood is the hurry up and wait game. So 3 minutes later, after them telling me, hey, you got eyes on Will, we need him to come watch this. So I'm running all over the studio. He's not in his dressing room. I go to the cafeteria. I'm like,
I believe he's being targeted.
You believe he's being targeted?
Yeah, I believe, somebody, has the power to pull the trigger to make, this stuff, this domino effect happen.
Ice Cube was saying if you read through the line what Ice Cube was saying,
he was saying that all us or all of them has done the same Diddy been doing. And because he pissed somebody off, they targeted him. They're gonna make an example out of him. Whatever you do at this point in time, you understand, we gonna crush everything that you got to show the other people behind him. You don't come out and speak up or speak out on us. What Ice Cube was saying, brother, was that it ain't only Diddy. Picked on, targeted, that means there's other people that they know, but they just not gonna say anything about it.
That's why the game is twisted.
Imagine you found out Jay-Z never wrote his you would look at him so different.
You look at everybody different when you find out that. Yeah, you know, in hip hop, you know, it's like you're an MC or you're a vocalist. Which one?
When it originally appeared, no one paid any attention, but now it's all over. As if things couldn't get any messier, Will's brother Bill, who had previously worked as his assistant, made some startling revelations. He claimed to have seen things. Will's relationship with Dwayne Martin, another guy. He spoke of entering an intimate moment between the two of them. The tale blew out, whether you believe him or not.
Whereas that he's dressing like, he dressing the same he dressing like Diddy? Hugged up with Diddy? I think that Lil Rod know a lot of but I know this. Two men dress alike, it's just like two men laying down. When they both get up, they both homos. And that's real talk, bruh. My man, you go to a party, dog, and the nigga got the same shirt you got on, I'm taking my shirt off. I'm walking around in a t-shirt. And then, not to blow Meek Mills up out the water or anything like that, it was said that they checked his Google search and all the other shit, and he was searching for some online gay porn and all that other shit like that.
Oh, wow.
That shit is crazy, bro. But listen, those are what, you know, it's crazy that money, that lifestyle, and you trying to fit into something, get you. These guys never set out to do all this shit. Meek Mills, when he got into the game, he didn't set out to be questioned about.
Oh my, that joint straight on. This is what I wanted to do, man. Oh my bad, yeah, my bad. I'm fighting with this. I'm fighting with this AC unit, man. It is clear, it is very clear that it's a lot of, in the music industry, man, I think that people who want to keep their little stuff in the closet, they got money, so they put out this money. Then you got the people that want money so bad, they want this fame and stuff, and they will say, yo, man, I mean, you know what you are. They being talked into it. They being talked into it, y'all. They being talked into it. Look, man, that don't mean you gay. I mean, this dude. All you gotta do is just spend the night with him one time. One time, dog. And he gonna give you $2 million to start your music career. There ain't nobody gonna know. So I can go back to the hood, struggling, trying to feed my kids, or I can become the man overnight. And I think people like the Meek Mills and other people took the deal. I think Will Smith took the deal back in the day. And I'm thinking that your DJ Jazzy Jeff said, "Nah, cuz I ain't down with that. I'm good right here as a DJ." That's what I think. That's what Uncle Mike think, man. You notice Will Smith said, "Well, I get you on the show a couple of times," and the guy that's on the show, the Uncle Phil, rest in peace. Has he passed away? Man, it's too much to keep up with, man. Long story short, he got a little sugar in his tank too. Oh my God, man. Y'all take it light, take it slow. Tell him Uncle Mike told you so. Peace out.